everyone, it's Laurie from Quick Scrap Craft and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a process video for you for the September Mix It Up Monday hop. And this hop is hosted by Anna from Peacecraft Love and Kimberly from I'd Rather Be Scrapbooking. And it challenges us to use a scrapbook sketch but add mixed media to it. And really there seems to be some mixed media in the background of this sketch. But you can interpret that however you want. So what I'm doing is taking my very, very dried out gesso and a cardboard twine holder, you know, like the thing that your ribbon and twine is wrapped around. I took the twine off of it and I'm using it as a stamp so that I'm trying to stamp white gesso circles because there are circles in the background of this sketch. And so I said, I wonder if I could make mixed media circles. This is basically just me kind of like experimenting. I had no idea how this was going to turn out. And sometimes when you do mixed media, you're like, well, that's not really what I thought it was going to be like, but it's mixed media. It's supposed to be messy. And I kind of liked that the circles were imperfect with this. There was a little bit of distressing, and honestly, most of it gets covered up anyway, as does most mixed media. Yeah, so I just kind of like went with it and thought, whatever happens, happens. If it looks the way I envisioned, that's great. If it's a little bit different, that's cool too, and we'll just kind of go with it. So that's what I did. If you want to see what everybody else on the hop is doing, then definitely follow down below. Everybody's listed. And if you want to know more about Peacecraft Love and the Mix It Up Monday hops and how you can participate in next month's hop, definitely go to the Facebook group that's been linked below so you can join in on the fun. Okay, so what am I scrapbooking today? Once I let the white gesso dry, which I think I let it dry overnight, so this was a two-day page. I'm scrapbooking a photo, 4x6 vertical photo from our trip to Epcot back in January. And you can see the sketches up there in the corner. The sketch goes on a horizontal line, but because my photo was vertical, I flipped the sketch. So now everything's going on a vertical line. And initially I was going to stick the photo and it's matted with two pattern papers. I was going to just stick it down with the double-sided adhesive squares, but the thing when you're using like a thick mixed media, like a paste or a gesso or whatever, the double-sided adhesive squares don't always stick down very well on that. So instead, I decided to pop the photo up on foam squares. And I kind of like messed up. I had to peel up the adhesive squares and blah, blah, blah. But it's totally worth it because I like that this adds some more dimension to it. And then the foam squares stick a little bit better. All right. So I'm also going to add a little like taggy piece, which kind of, I think was sort of reminiscent of what was in the sketch. There's a little journaling spot from this Echo Park themed Disney collection. I'm pretty sure it's the Echo Park collection. And so I cut it out and I was just going to do a little bit of tucking into between the photo and the matting. So this is going to like stick out. And I wrote, I don't think I wrote the specific date because I didn't remember what the specific date was, but I think I just wrote January 2023. Basically we did just a weekend in Epcot. My husband had never been, and this was like a Christmas present for both of us. So we flew out on a Friday night, got there much later than anticipated. Thank you, Spirit Airlines. And spent Saturday at Epcot, and Sunday we just kind of resort hopped just to explore the other resorts at Walt Disney World because we've only been to Pop Century. And that was fun. And then we flew back home and didn't have any problems with that one. Thank you, Spirit Airlines. But it was another way I think we were trying to use up some like vouchers or something with Spirit. Anyway, it was a fun, very quick trip. So if you like Disney and have questions about Epcot, let me know. We got to ride the new Guardians of the Galaxy ride. That was pretty cool. I was in the middle of kind of an intense acid reflux episode, so I wish that I had felt better as opposed to feeling like I was having a heart attack. But luckily, I just started taking special medicine right at the beginning of the trip. I'd just gone to the doctor like the day before. And so now I feel better. And eventually, after we got back from the trip, I felt better. Isn't that how it always goes? So yeah, that's just another reason why we're going to have to go back to Disney and Epcot sometime, so I can ride that ride and do like, there are lots of other rides there that I haven't done that are new, and there are rides that my daughter hasn't ridden because she wasn't tall enough the last time we went to Disney. So obviously we got to go back. And because I have so many Disney embellishments, this is the last piece of full pattern paper that I had from the Echo Park collection, but I still have a bunch of the stickers. I still have a bunch of the Simple Stories embellishments. So I'm just kind of combining. Oh, and Ellie's Studio, I still have those too. So I'm using some of those, just a mishmash of all the 3 Disney collections of embellishments that I have, and just kind of creating embellishment clusters going along the top, bottom, and sides. And I think I do I do a title on? Yeah. Well, so the foam sticker that says Fun Day at the Park is going to be the title for this. So I just made it really easy peasy and pulled that from the Simple Stories foam phrase sticker sheet. And then everything else is kind of like just phrase stickers or the die cut pieces. Some of the pieces I'm popping up, some of them are staying flat. I just like doing a mix of stuff. And then I cut one of the Ellie's Studio photo frames in half, so that part of it is popping out at the top and part of it's popping out at the bottom. And it also kind of not really covers up the mixed media, but I think it, in a way, it could also kind of draw your attention over there, and then you're like, oh, what's that? That's interesting. But you will, it is kind of hard because the background is black with white circles. And so when you're doing white circles on white circles, it doesn't show up that well. However, I am going to finish this up with even more mixed media. I'm going to break out 2 colors of Tim Holtz Distress Oxide Spray in the Squeezed Lemonade and Speckled Egg. And I get a lot of that on the white mixed media gesso circles. So I think that adds a little bit of color to those things, and well, really just the whole layout. And I just love doing splatters. And those 2 colors in particular, they show up really well, really bright on these sort of darker backgrounds. I hope that this video is inspiring for you, and that if you're enjoying it, you give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing so you don't miss out on other inspiration and process videos that I post every month. There's going to be another process video tomorrow, my normal Tuesday one. So double bonus, double prizes for this week scrapbook process video. So don't miss out on that. And let me know your favorite place to vacation in the comments below. Is it Disney? Do you go a lot to Disney, or do you go somewhere else a lot, or do you like to go to different places? That's fun too. Here are the close-ups, and thanks so much for watching this video. Like I said, I hope it was inspiring for you and that you try your hand at this mixed media challenge as well. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Bye.